Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever how to do something in RPG Maker. Uh, I'm doing this one because basically I don't think the format of my current game and the format of my current game development journal is gonna help like a lot of people learn something because they have to go through an hour video just to find what they're looking for. So I'm gonna try to make these short to the point. They're not going to be connected to the game I'm developing, obviously. I just started a new project, so we can see how things are made from the very beginning. So let's create a little bit of ground here, so we have some place to operate. Okay, perfect. So this is like my first how-to. I'm gonna do a lot more. This is gonna be a how to craft in RPG Maker, how to create a crafting system in RPG Maker. There's a few ways to do that, but we're gonna go ahead and just create one of them. Anyways, let's place an object here. The object can be pretty much anything you decide. I'm gonna place it right here next to the player. I'm gonna give it graphics as well. It's gonna be from other, hopefully. Yeah, we're just gonna use this. This is gonna be our crafting station for the moment. And apply. And we're gonna create a new. You need to go to the database and you need to create a new object because RPG Maker doesn't have inherent crafting system and it doesn't have crafting objects, obviously. So we're gonna change the maximum here. It's gonna go from 16 to, let's say, to 17 because we only need one object here. And we're gonna call this health pot resources, just for readability resource. Sorry, just for readability, and so you guys know what it is. You can call it whatever you want, but yeah, it's gonna let's give it a little bit of a graphic, and we're gonna say you use this to craft health potions. Alright, one more thing we need to do this is in here is create a key item. Of course, consume and set up price. Usually the prices of crafting resources are a lot cheaper than the crafted thing, like for example the health potion. Alright, so we have how do you call it? We have an object to place here. So we need a new event and we need some kind of LoRa. I think it was in other. I'm not really sure, but let's go and check it out. Other one, other two, other three. Nope. Well, this is a problem because I was kind of hoping that we can have some kind of chest. There was at least some kind of LoRa. You can do that. I've done that in my game, but you have to do that through Photoshop. Oh, there we go. We're gonna use this one, and what's gonna happen? It's gonna be on player touch. It's gonna be this means that it's the same importance as the player. Apply these settings, then go ahead and start adding. And first we're gonna show the player text. It's gonna say you found a health pot resource, and then just for readability we're gonna go ahead and say plus one health pot resource. Alright, that's pretty simple. Obviously this doesn't actually give the player a resource, it just tells him this is just text, nothing else is going to happen. So we need to go ahead and change items, pick up the new item that we have and increase this to 1. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the simple how do you call it, the simple health potion first. So let's go ahead and go to our crafting station, and we're gonna go ahead and say same as characters, player touch, and it's gonna prompt the text immediately when player touches this, and we're gonna ask him, do you want to craft? Obviously the player is gonna have two very simple choices, yes and no, and we don't need to change this. We only need to change this in the case of yes. And you can go ahead and say what would you like to craft and give him a number of options, but in this case we're just gonna be like, would you, oh sorry, would you like to craft health potion? Okay, I'm recording. I wasn't sure if I was recording, and this needs to have a question mark at the end, and we're gonna have two choices, yes and no, just to demonstrate the simple crafting system. In the case of yes, we need to check something here. So to check something, we need the conditional branch. Go ahead and make the conditional branch and go to page 3, or sorry, page 4. And as you can see, you have gold, item, weapons, armor, button, script. And we need to go to create health pot resource is in inventory. And obviously this branch is gonna just pop out when the player has a health pot resource collected. And we're gonna show a text in this case. We're gonna say you have successfully, sorry about my English, I'm not sure if this word is written in this way, it's not my main language. You have successfully crafted a health potion, and then we're going to say, again for readability purposes, we're going to say +1 +1 regular health potion, and then we're going to say -1 health potion pot resource. I think that's how we wrote it. Alright, so now again this is just text, and you need to actually create to give the player the items and take away the items from him. So +1 potion and -1, you need to go to decrease here, -1 health pot resource. Okay, so this should basically craft as a health potion resource, and here in else we're just gonna say you do not have enough health pot resource to craft. Okay, so this is just gonna tell the player that he don't have enough to craft this. We're gonna go here. Okay, so this is kind of messed up, but it doesn't really matter what the graphic is. Like, if you guys want, you can change it. I'm just gonna make it something different so it's more readable, like crystal. Is this gonna work? I don't think so. No, this is awful. Why does it cut off these things? Well, let's use a chest bucket. Anyways, now it should be, let me just check this event real quick. It's the same as player touch and player touch, blah 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 blah. Now we need to do something else here, otherwise the player is going to be able to grab as many health pot resources as he wants, and that's gonna be allow him to create, of course, as many health potions as he wants, which is gonna be a problem for our game because it's basically cheating. So let's create something here. We're gonna control a save switch. It's gonna be on, and then we're gonna create a new event page. Say that if save switch A is on, it's gonna be below the character, and it's gonna be a parallel process, and then we're gonna wait, well, I don't know, let's say 1000 frames, because 999 is the max you can have. But we can do that a bunch of times. Yep. And you can do it as many times as you need, like as many times as you need for your resource to spawn. Like if you want it to be 20 minutes, keep in mind that 60 frames is 1 second, which means that around I don't know, 3000 something was 3000 something frames was a minute, and around 72 or 76,000, I'm gonna lie to you right now because I haven't calculated them, around 70 something thousand is about 20 minutes. So you have to decide how much time you are gonna give your resources to respawn. Probably you're gonna give different times to different resources. But yeah, let's create another page here because we're gonna need that. And this page is just gonna have self variable off, but due to this, it's gonna have to wait it's gonna have to wait these frames, and then it's gonna switch this off, which means that we're gonna be able to pick up another health potion resource, and basically this has respawned. Okay, so now let's create another page, and we need this to tell the player that this plant has already this health but resource has been depleted. Alright, so this is gonna tell the player that currently the health pot resource is depleted. You need to set it up like this needs to be a second page, because the way RPG Maker reads pages is 3, 2, 1. It's gonna come. This is the first page. It's gonna of the script. It's gonna read. This is the second page. This is the final page. All right. I think we can test this. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Save project 2. There we go. I'm very sorry about that. There's no music in this because I'm still in Greece. I don't know if this is even gonna be uploaded before I go home. And we found the health potion resource, and we can check our equipment, and I'm sorry, not equipment but items, and you need to go to key items, and you can see that you have one health potion resource with the graphic that we gave it in the database, etc. Alright, so now we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna say we want to craft. Would you like to craft a health potion? And it says you have successfully crafted a health potion. +1 regular health potion, -1 health pot resource. So let's see if this actually worked the way it says it worked. You know, we got the texts, but yeah, you guys can see that we have 1 health potion and we have none of these. Okay, that's perfect, but I did see one problem. So let's fix it. This thing kind of disappears as soon as there grabs the thing, so we need to set it so that it doesn't disappear, and let's do that. Apply. It's gonna be same as character. It's gonna be on player touch. No, it's gonna be parallel process. Sorry, it's very important that you do the parallel process that's over here, the wait time, to be below character's priority, simply because let me just fix one more thing. We need to add the graphic here. Let me see where the chest is. There it is. Apply, and you can see this is actually same as character on player touch. Alright, the reason that you need this to be below character priority is because the player is gonna wait 999 frames times I don't know how many, maybe over 10,000 frames. And he's gonna have to wait this in one spot, because setting it as the same as player priority, this means that this script is gonna affect the player as well, and it's gonna make him wait until self switch, which is absolutely unnecessary, and you don't need it in a crafting system, like the player waiting for a resource to respawn. But yeah, it's a useful thing to do. And we found the health potion resource, and you can see that the health potion resource has been depleted. Of course, it's gonna come back in a little bit. And we want to craft. Yes, we have successfully crafted the health potion. Perfect. Now it's time to show you guys the more complex system, the more complex crafting system. What's gonna happen if we want to create a high potion as well? As you guys know, high potion is one of the potions that the health potions that you can craft, and they regenerate different health. So let's see. We're gonna delete this, and we're just gonna remake it. We're gonna say here yes, no. We're gonna say what and health potion would you like to create? So now we have, obviously we're gonna have different choices here. So we're gonna say regular potion, high potion, full potion. Now you cannot use this system if you want the crafting. I'm sorry, if you want the high potion, for example, to use more health potion or resources than the regular potion, you cannot use this, because let's redo this conditional branch. As you can see, as you can see, we can only check if the item is in the inventory. We cannot check how many of this item the player has. You have to do this in another way. However, in the regular potion, we're just going to use again one of these, and when you have only one of these, you truly need to know if only if the player has this in his inventory, obviously. Otherwise, if he doesn't have one health potion resource, and he cannot craft the regular health potion. So let's do this conditional. I'm sorry, did I already leave the conditional branch on? Yes. So let's do that. We're gonna have show text. You have successfully. Again, I'm sorry, but my English is not my main language, so it's I don't know how this is written successfully properly. Anyways, you have successfully crafted a regular health pot. Alright, and then we're gonna say +1 health potion. And you can say regular, so there knows what's what, regular, and then we're gonna say -1 health pot resource. Alright, that's perfect. And what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need to change the items here, obviously, increase the health potion, and decrease the resource. Alright, so what happens here? Well, basically you need to make the script change. So let's say that the high potion is gonna cost 3 health potion resources, and obviously this conditional branch is not gonna help us if we recreate it, because it only checks whether there has 1 or 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. It just checks if it has any of the health pot resource. So let's do it here. We're gonna insert a conditional loop. No, actually, when the player asks for, a high potion, we're gonna immediately control variables, and we're gonna say set. This means that this variable, let's call it, we're gonna call it health pot resource number, and for the number. And we need to set it to the actual number of the health potions that the player has. So you need to go to game data here, over here, not on variables, not on random, not on scripts. You just need to go to game data, and you need to go to items. And in items, you need to go to health pot resource. Okay, and you can see that we immediately get health pot resource is equal to health pot in inventory. And this actually checks whether the player has what kind of number of health pot resource the player has. But now we need a conditional branch, and it's not going to be set up the same way as the previous one. Instead, we're going to choose a variable here, and this variable is going to be greater than or equal to, and let's say the high potion costs 3. Let me just check this. Yes, okay. So if health pot and resources, and remember that this was equal to the health pots into their inventory, if this is bigger than 3, we are gonna create a text. You have successfully, is it written like this? I don't know. Crafted a high potion. Full stop. And then we're gonna say +1 high potion. and we're gonna say -3 health pot resource. Alright, so that's basically how you do it, and we're gonna include one more thing here, of course changing the items themselves, and we're gonna give the player one high potion, and we're gonna give the player actually we're gonna remove you go to decrease, of course, you go 3 of the health pot resource. Alright, so we can actually copy this over. When we say full potion, we just need to change the conditional, and it's gonna be from 6. You know, you're gonna need at least 6 of the health potion resource to craft full potion. Obviously, we're gonna need to change the text here, and it's just gonna say -6, and this is gonna say full potion. I don't know how long this video is. I hope it's a little bit shorter, but the crafting system is kind of like, if you want to do this this crafting system that actually checks the numbers of the crafting material that you have on you, it's a little bit more complex than the general crafting system that's used all over RPG Maker that I've seen personally. You have successfully crafted a full potion, full stop, and we need to change this to a full potion, increased by 1. We need to change this to -6, obviously. Now we're gonna say you do not have enough materials to craft full potion, and here we're gonna insert another text again. You do not have enough materials to craft a high potion, and in the end, oh actually there's one more. You do not have enough materials to craft a regular potion. Alright, so this is the general crafting system, and this is how it should look. If you guys, you know, don't understand anything, or don't well, generally, just like if you don't understand anything, just write in the comment section. I'm gonna try to explain it. And let's actually change this, because we're gonna test if this is working correctly, of course. We're gonna change it to give us 8 health potion resource, just for testing purposes. You can change it to obviously whatever you want for your specific game. Apply, okay, and we're gonna save changes, click play, new game. We're gonna go here, pick up 8 hits, 8 times the resource, and you can see that we immediately get what kind of system, what kind of potion you would create. Let's go with full potion, and obviously it finds that we have 6 health pot resources, so it does craft a full potion. Let's check out. We should have 2 of the items left, yes, and 1 full potion. Obviously the crafting is working, so let's go and try to craft another full potion. And as you can see, it actually follows how much of this do we have enough of the crafting materials, etc. So yeah, this is the general more complex version of the system. The more simple version was just checking if the item is in your inventory, but obviously you're gonna have to create your game so that its format goes with this more simple system, and this is the more complex crafting system, where actually your crafting station checks whether you have a certain number of crafting material to craft an object, and it doesn't just check whether the material is in your inventory or not. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was the how to create a crafting system on RPG Maker tutorial. It's gonna be the first of few tutorials I'm gonna make, because I have a development journal for my personal game that I'm making on RPG Maker, if you guys don't want to watch, don't want to wait for me to create these short how to do videos, you can go over there, and I basically create all this stuff myself for my game. And you can watch the development journal, but the format of the development journal is like 1 hour episode, so you know that might be a bit hard for some people, and that's why I'm creating this. The next episode in the how-to series is going to be how to create complex quests and simple quests. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you the next time.